Hey everyone, and welcome. Today we'll be talking about the show XO Kitty. Fun fact, XO Kitty is not based off of a book, but the character Kitty is originally from the To All the Boys I've Loved Before books, which were adapted by Netflix into movies, and this is a spin-off of those films, and the author of the To All the Boys books, Jenny Han, even makes a cameo in the first episode. This show came out in 2023 and stars Anna Cathcart, Choi Young, and Gia Kim, and was created by Jenny Han. So, without further ado, let's get right into it. XO Kitty follows Kitty Song-covey, who has decided to enroll into the kids' school in South Korea to connect with her long-distance boyfriend and experience where her mom went to school. She finds out that her relationship with Day is about to become way more complicated, and she has to figure that out while also trying to maintain her grades at this new school. XL Kitty is a romantic comedy show. It has similar vibes to All the Boys I've Loved Before, The Summer I Turned Pretty, or Love Victor. Kitty was a character who was funny in the To All the Boys franchise, and I love that in this show she gets to have her own adventure finding love after her sisters had that opportunity already. South Korea was a perfect setting in my opinion, and the show displayed some of the Korean culture while also making me want to visit the country. I love how while Kitty is juggling school and trying to figure out her relationship, she is also learning more about her mom and figuring out her life. But also, please do not uproot your life and move across the world for a person. If you're going to do it, at least do it for yourself. In the To All the Boys franchise, we see how important it is for the song-covey girls to ensure that they are honoring their mom's memory, and so Kitty dives a little deeper into it in this series. I realized going into this show that from what I remember, we don't know much about her. I'm glad that the show gave Kitty the opportunity to learn more about her mom, considering she doesn't remember her and, meet some of her mom's old friends, even though they aren't as friendly as she would hope. I love how at the end of the show they leave it open for a potential revisit to Korea when Kitty learns that her mom was possibly in love with someone named Steven before her dad. Anna Cathcart did a great job as Kitty, and it was about time for her to have the spotlight. She did a great job of showing the range of emotions that Kitty goes through. We get to see her learning about her own sexuality, and the show did a great job of not forcing her to figure it out right now or label herself, but just letting her experience these feelings and trying to work it out. I love how Kitty developed throughout the season and helped so many others find the right person. At first, when we met Alex, I was very confused why this man was there, but as the show progressed, I became very interested in learning about his background. It was interesting to unravel the mystery of his biological parents and figure out what actually happened. Kitty is usually known for her romantic matchmaking, but with Alex, she helped with family matchmaking, and he was able to find the one thing that he came to South Korea to find. I was so glad that Gina came around. I knew that Eve meant more to her than she was letting on in the beginning of the show, and I wanted to know why she was keeping that such a secret. I'm glad that she finally did what was best for her and made her happy instead of her psycho husband. I knew she was a decent person, and deep down, even though it took some time, she realized what made her happy and tried to embrace that more. The relationships in this show were so complicated, which kind of had me on the edge of my seat. I was always trying to figure out who would end up with who. The characters all had different personalities, and it was interesting to see them all interact and how you can see the chemistry with some of them immediately, but for others, you started to see it slowly growing. Some of these relationships worked out like I hoped, like Q and Florian, but some shocked me, like the budding romance between Minho and Kitty. I will say that I enjoyed Q and Florian's relationship up until the whole cheating incident in the show. Cheating is a bad thing, but I've never seen someone react so harshly to someone because they cheated on a test. I feel like the writers were running out of ideas on what could cause tension in a relationship, but cheating on a test didn't really seem like it was something that would be as blown out of proportion as the show wants us to believe. I think there was enough tension with Florian's parents, and I don't think that the relationship really needed more tension besides that. My favorite part of this show is Kitty's matchmaking abilities being included in her character development. She is basically why the story Into All the Boys I've Loved even started, and I was happy that they made sure to include this part of her character in this story. I love how her personal life may be in shambles, but she can just sense it when two people are meant for each other, when they're missing that thing that each other needs. And she is really good at finding that match, even though for herself she struggles a little bit. XO Kitty is a great spinoff to an already loved franchise. It's filled with lots of stories about love, and the cast was great. If you haven't watched XO Kitty, then I suggest that you check it out. Thank you for watching my video. I would love to hear your thoughts down below in the comments. If you have not subscribed, please do so you can keep up to date with more of my videos. But besides that, everyone stay safe, have fun, and goodbye.